And yeah, here we are. So 1-1 is our scoreline, and to try and take another game here. Oh, look at what he is doing. To try and take another game here from ECVisualize, it's Diffe, our red pros player in the top side of the map. He's from Norway, in case you guys didn't know. And the bottom side of the map, from Team Liquid, it is Bunny. Who is not responding to this. He's having none of this nonsense. Alright, so let's talk about this probe. Ah, Bunny's going to be nice. Let's talk about this probe, which comes straight into the main base. And, well... good looks and have funs are exchanged very rapidly now, as that pylon is planted. So Bunny already sent an SCV to chase this. Now there's of course nothing at home. This is his first pylon, and Bunny should know this. What's he gonna do? You know, is he just gonna build the forge here? He's just gonna build a gateway, but you know, you just put 4 SCVs on that and it will die in time. Bunny builds his barracks. He's not even gonna bother actually going against this. He's just gonna. You can just build 2 racks, man. If he builds 2 racks, he can wall in this side of his base. He can put a bunker on this side. He should be fine. I'd be amazed. I would actually be quite amazed if this works from Diffe, but hey, let's see. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't have gone for it if he thought there was no chance of it working at all. Or maybe he's just trying to make the best of a bad situation. As probe just moving around here. Second barracks on the way, and I think that's pretty much a given. There's no reason not to make the second barracks, right? Like at all. So no real surprise that this probe is gonna leave. And the SCV chases it for a little while, as we're going to see Azard start up and get Corona boosted out. But again, First Marine will be on the way here very shortly, and Bunker can start now as well. And he's just going to put that right in the front there. So again, it's just going to be for Bunny now. He just has to buy a little bit of time, try and get a bunker up. I mean, the thing for Diffe is the problem for him is he's going to lose a gateway and a pylon very early on, and that's a big hit. That's what, like 250, 250 minerals. So he has to get 250 minerals of damage done. Here, as he's going to start chasing this marine, and he's going to go into this SCV, and he doesn't quite get it just yet. As he waits for the second zealot to pop out, and as the bunker finishes, it's going to become very, very hard for Diffe to really get too much done. And I mean, he hasn't even picked up a single SCV so far. It's been a perfect defense so far from Bunny. He's even going to grab this zealot, and well, Diffe is not in a good position to say the least. This zealot's trying to come around this right-hand side. I don't think he's going to get an SCV. Bunny's going to pull it away in time. And I mean, what can you say? Bunny just absolutely perfect defense here. Diffe not able to do anything at all. As this side to the left-hand side is kind of moving backwards and forwards a little bit, and trying to do whatever, but will just get killed off. And now the pylon dies. Now the gateway dies. I mean, Bunny could just move across the map with 4 marines. I think that's actually what he's just going to do. He's just going to say, you know, let's go. I've got 2 more marines on the way to deal with the pylon. And what do you have at home? Well, the answer is absolutely nothing right now. His gateway is halfway done. And this counterattack with 4 lone marines could probably just straight up win the game. So moving across the map right here, trying to see if you can do that. As these 2 marines will just take it out on this pylon back at home. And you know what? If this pylon dying, okay, well there's a mothership core actually on the way. So he's going to have a mothership core out, but still 4 marines should be able to pick up a few kills before the mothership core cleans them up. If the pylon dies before... Okay, Stalker's being made before the pylon dies, so no supply block here, which could have really hurt him. And these 3 marines are actually just going to go straight across the map as well. So he's going to come up here. He's going to start getting some damage on this mothership core. No energy to do anything with that. And he's just going to lose it. He's going to straight up lose it. Way too far forward with this. Stalker's about to pop out. I mean, what's the Stalker going to get up to? 1 probe kill already come here from the marines. He's just going to go for probes. He's just going to, with some good target firing, take down 3 already. He's going to keep on chasing. He's going to get his 4th now. And 5. And the probes will get a little bit of a surround. How many more workers will go down? 1 more. 7 workers killed and 3 more marines coming across the map, so this damage will just continue from Bunny. He starts up a command center back at home, a 3rd barracks as well, so he's going to get into a very standard position here for the rest of the game. And doesn't really care about this gateway being in his main base, that doesn't really affect him at all. As Diffe tries to put down Twilight Council, 2 stalkers here. Thought that maybe... Oh, he actually blocks the ramp, that's actually a pretty cute move. And does stop these marines getting up there. And, oh, did he already see the Twilight Council? You already saw the Twilight Council. Well, what do you know? Twilight Council's already revealed, so Diffe is in a real spot above. I mean, what do you do from here? I don't know. I mean, he could maybe try and go into Blink, I guess, but I mean, he's lost his mothership core, so high ground vision isn't going to be readily available. Could drop down the Dark Shrine, scan from Bunny, wants to confirm it's 1 base. And it's just going to be blink from Diffe, but I mean it's going to hit so late here. Bunny's already on 3 barracks for production. He's building a Marauder. He's got Stim on the way. I mean Stim's going to be finished before Blink, I think, or it's going to be pretty close. I mean I guess with Corona Burst, Blink will finish first, but yeah, I mean you know, he's going to have Stim just after the Blink attack begins. So I mean he's not going to have to hold on for very long until he's just going to start completely crushing this army. So, SCV leaves the base for a moment or two and sees a single Stalker Mothership Core being remade because he does need some kind of high ground vision, and you know he's so far behind he definitely doesn't have time to invest in a robotics facility to get an observer out. So, Probe is Bunny even, you know, he's lost them 3 Marines and that's about it though. 7 Marines, so he lost 7 Marines in total so far this game, and that has been 8. He's salvaged a bunker too. And you know, put them up in these positions instead. And I mean, with 3 Marauders already out, with a bunch of Marines, and production will just continue. I mean, again, how much damage is this Blink attack going to do? He's on 1 base. He's warping in 3 Stalkers at a time against 2 Marauders and what's soon to be 2 Marines at a time. He's going to be blinking into 2 bunkers. I don't even think he has the DPS to take down a bunker. Concussive Shells is researched as well, and that's a great choice from Bunny because, you know, it just stops the Stalkers from microing as well. You know, of course, once they once they've used their blink cooldown, you may try and pull them back or run them away or whatever, and concussive shells can help them catch a couple of those. So, another Stalker being warped in here. The Mothership Core is arriving, and Blink and Stim are going to finish up within about 5 seconds of each other as, well, going to try and catch something here. You actually just see these Stalkers now, but maybe, I mean, it doesn't really matter. He loses 2 Marauders, and it's still, I'm pretty sure it's still going to be a pretty simple hold here. Pulling some SCVs, doesn't even really need that many, he's just going to pull them. Get ready to repair, and he might lose a depot here. He's going to actually, well, I mean, his Marauders going to be able to start doing the down. His Marauders will turn these Stalkers away, and an SCV lost so far. But I mean, again, what can you say? Stim's finished. So as soon as he commits to a blink, Stim, and guess what dies very quickly to Stim? Well, Time Warp is pretty nice here actually, but he's getting himself into a bit of a tough spot, running towards this natural expansion. And I mean, you can see just every single Stalker is going to go down here. Another blink, but he needs to kind of lower his depots maybe? Oh, it doesn't even matter, he's just going to run through anyways. I thought he might be blocked a bit by his depots. He's going to pick off every single Stalker here, and this just isn't even close, guys. Another Stalker picked off, and 3 more being warped in. Bunny is, again, had just pretty much a perfect game here. Defends the early aggression, moves across the map, does some damage himself, scouts what his opponent's up to. He's even got a Widow Mine now. If he blinks up into the Widow Mine, that would be a shame. He's just out of range of it. Will actually force a cancel on the starport, which is something, but costs him 3 Stalkers. Okay, just 2. But I mean, it's still 2 Stalkers for a cancel on the starport. But he's actually just going to make 2 starports and just make 2 medevacs at a time, it seems. Because why not? Why not at this point? Again, the Stalkers will try and find a little bit of damage here. I mean, these Marauders can't stim too much more. They've already stimmed a lot. They're on fairly low hit points. As Bunny moves the mine a little bit further forwards here, but I mean, still, it's so hard for him to do anything right now. These Stalkers are doing a little bit of damage here. A couple of shots onto that bunker. Mothership Core nearly goes down, which would be the end of his high ground vision and basically the end of this attack. And a single Stalker blinks up there, and there goes the Mothership Core. GG, well played. And Bunny